All right, hello, my Yesler friends. Jason over at Bonsai here. Quickly, just wanted to run through some of really our approach to UX and a few examples. So, really where we start is with personas. Understanding who's going to be using the site, what are their goals, what are the objectives that they have when coming to the site. Also, in regards to conversion rate optimization and user experience, understanding what questions and concerns they have. Secondly, we like to look into data, look into the analytics. How are people navigating the site? Where are they exiting? Where are we getting high bounce rates? From there, and especially if this is a non-standard e-commerce environment, is really doing competitive research to see within this industry, are there any standards that customers would have become accustomed to, so that we can account for those. And really from there, we'll start architecting and engineering these user flows, and something similar to this, where we'll actually map out all the different activities as they currently exist, as well as how they'll need to exist in the future. We'll also build out, low fidelity wireframes, as far as different options that we can then use to test our personas with. And we also have our XD, Adobe XD prototype, so that we can come in here and actually prototype these so that customers can see, okay, what's it going to look like, and then we can actually run XD tests, having our ideal customers or our personas uh, completing objectives, and we can time how long it takes them to complete, and they can also provide us feedback with the experience. So building out multiple prototypes, being able to A/B test against those to see which converts at a higher rate, and then taking that learning and iterating, um, and bringing that knowledge into our designs, so that we're uh, building them out to meet the objective. So one other thing I just want to show you real quickly. This is for 2020 Lifestyles. It's a weight loss program that's online, and a lot of like Microsofties. So when they came to us, they had all these different websites, and so it created a disjointed user experience. So what we did is started to kind of build out the site architectures, information architecture for each site, so that we can better understand how the customer would navigate through all of these. And then we, show them how they navigate through each. We look at, okay, from completing the call, the goal, which is to get them to sign up. There's no clear call to action here. And so if you wanted to start their 2020 weight loss program, if you guessed that you'd click on 2020 program, and then from there, if you guessed that you'd click on the seminar link, you'd be right. But there's a lot of guessing needed there, or on their previous online app version. You come here, and to get their coaching, you actually go to help, and then from, oops, sorry, I clicked the wrong button. One moment. So you get to help, and then you click on expert support, which is just not a standard convention that people think of for this type of program. And even once you get there, they have the pricing listed here, but no call to action, which results in a disjointed user experience, and the user's left with now what, which is never what we want in building out e-commerce experiences. We want it to be very clear as to um, the behaviors the users should take, so that, like Stephen Krug's book, they don't have to think. So our solution was really to build out a site architecture that took the 5 sites, put them into one, and we follow what's called the hunter-gatherer method. So somebody who wanted to get started, it's very clear, it's titled Get Started. And then they can choose the in-club or online version, and then they can see the different options that they have for coaching. They can register, sign in, and then make use of that app version. We have some more information architecture user flows that we've built out here, as well as these more engineering-based kind of Visio style, where we look at different users, whether they're online or nearby. So a user who's online, it's going to start at home. They're going to click on Get Started. They're going to click on the online version, and then from there, understanding that they're going to want to see the different packages. They're going to want to see success stories before they're going to register and sign up. And so for presentation purposes, these are a little bit simplified, but it helps, and hopefully this helps you understand how we approach these types of projects. For our tooling, we make use of user testing. It's a great platform. It allows us to determine our demographic and then test and engage and get that feedback back. And this is used by a lot of the big companies. This is the 2020 lifestyles, like the one I just showed you, and you can see why it works. We're answering the common question and concern that we had from a lot of the personas, which is I've seen a lot of these weight loss programs. Why is this one going to work? And so we titled it accordingly. Our call to action, Get Started, is very clear. Next one I wanted to show you is EMP Mopop, just because we built their website and ticketing system. And so there's a lot that goes into this, especially for events, and just making it simple for them to not only buy their tickets, but also be able to add the events to their calendar. We have Dragon, which is more of a consumer-based one. It's very different in that consumers typically buy from a bike shop. So this is a direct-to-consumer model. We also have Impinj, in which, again, understanding the solutions, understanding our personas, we're able to architect their site in such a way that we can speak directly to each of their ideal customers, so that they can see the features and benefits of their offering, specific to, in this case, retail. We also have related content that is also tagged and related to retail, and so really helping move them along the conversion path. Similarly with Bartender, which is very enterprise labeling software, from an overview so that they can see, all the different versions of the software, as well as, what we found in looking at the analytics is that a lot of the customers just didn't know which version was right for them. And so we built a wizard that basically allows them to find out which version is right for them. So whether it's, managing printing across different sites, that's going to be the enterprise version, versus printing from spreadsheets or databases. They can use professional automation or enterprise. So, in the user experience, if, your guys' client has many different products that can solve a similar need, providing intuitive ways that the customer can help determine what they need. So these are just a few examples. Hopefully this is helpful. If you have any questions, please reach out, and look forward to discussing this project in more detail with you. Thanks.